Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in.
Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Closer.
Literally. Literally.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house.
Get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
Let's get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
Get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
Come on, get it together.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house.
Get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
You
Rabbits
better
in the
get it
house.
together. We gon' get it together.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits
Get
in
it
the
together.
house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house.
Get it together.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits
You
in
better
the
get it
house.
together. We gon' get it together.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house.
Get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
Literally.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in.
Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Closer.
Literally. Literally.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house.
Let's get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
Get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
Let's get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
Get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
Come on, get it together.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house.
better get together. We gon' get it together.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits
Get
in
it
the
together.
rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house.
Get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
You
Rabbits
better
in the
get it
house.
together. We gon' get it together.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house.
Get it together.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in.
Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Closer.
Learn. Learn.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house.
Let's get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
Get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
Let's get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
Get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
Come on, get it together.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house.
Get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
You
Rabbits
better
in
get
the
it
house.
together. We gon' get it together.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits
Get
in
it
the
together.
house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house.
Get it together.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits
You
in
better
the
get it
house.
together. We gon' get it together.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house.
Get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
Learn.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in.
Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Closer.
Learn. Learn.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house.
together.
Rabbits in the house.
Let's get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
Get it together.
Rabbits in the house.
Come on, get it together.
Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house. Rabbits in the house.
Hit the like button if you haven't already, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Are you hear me? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are back with another one. What happened to Tiffany Henyard? The downfall of the former mayor of Dolton. Former mayor. Is she still around? I don't think she's not a mayor anymore. So that's a no. Salute to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Arabia. Living life. Officer Gray, Evo May. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, today we're gonna get through a board meeting and a committee meeting. She had a police committee meeting on January 28th, and then they had a board meeting on February 7th. So we're gonna go through the committee meeting real quick, then we're gonna go through the board meetings, and we're gonna analyze the relationship with the trustees and the mayor, and try to figure out where did they go wrong. How did the mayor have this downfall? How did the super mayor become super not the mayor? So we're gonna check that out. We're gonna get to those videos. That's what we're gonna start with the police meeting, which happened on January 28th. With everybody in the chat. With everybody in the chat. Let's get straight to it. Let's get right to it. I should turn my camera this way. Oops. This way. All right, much better. Much better, much better.
Okay, 1 second.
This was on January 28th.
We're live.
And we're live.
Okay, we'd like to start this meeting here. You can call the roll. Trustee Brown.
Present.
Trustee Belcher.
Here.
Okay. And we can all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic
Oh.
which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty,
and
justice
justice
for all.
Thank you, Chief,
Yes, for sure.
for the flag there. Oh, Trustee Belcher, would you like to lead us in prayer?
Sure.
Also, Belcher is here.
Heavenly Father, thank you
Oh,
for allowing
man.
us to have this meeting tonight. Thank you.
Let's see how this goes. So we got Belcher, Henyard, and Holmes. This is a little bit more intimate. Belcher and Tiffany always got tension. Lord of mercy. So we about to see them together. This is a small meeting right here. This one is not the whole panel. So let's see their interaction in this small space here.
For putting us in a position to do what's best for the community. I hope this is a prosperous meeting that we can do what we came to do and get the business done for the village of Dolton. In your name we pray. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Before we get started, I'd like to welcome the mayor who just joined us. Before we get started, Mayor, do you have anything that you want to announce and see?
Yes, hi. Good evening, everybody. And thank you, Trustee Holmes. I just want to tell the community to be safe out there, be alert. And I thank you guys for putting on this committee meeting, Andrew. But Trustee Holmes, thank you, Keith, for showing up. And I think it's going to be a very productive meeting this evening, as long as everybody do the will of the people and everybody do what's needed for community. So
okay, Tammy's here too. D. Grant, what's up? Tammy is here as well. Lord have mercy.
I just want to say thank you, and I'll just be on mute. So thank you.
You're welcome. Trustee Brown, Trustee Belcher, you have any announcement you have?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
No, not at this time.
All right, thank you. Okay, we don't have any old business on here, and we'll just go strictly right into the new business. I would start off with the as far as the gun safety. You know, I talked with the chief about this gun safety, and also what I would like to put out. You know, when you have company or residents have company over at the house, apartment, or you have company come to visit, we know at some places they're going to consume alcohol. In saying that, we all know there's a law, don't drink and drive. We all know when a person is at your facility or your residence that you will take the keys or you will drive that person home. I'm asking and looking and preaching for the same thing with people that have conceal and carry. Think about it. If you can take away the keys to the cars to keep a person from driving, to save his life and others' life, also at the same time, if you have a safe lockbox, if you are allowing people to enter your premises with their weapons, whether they have conceal or carry or not, and you allow them in your house, you have the right to ask them to put that weapon inside of a lockbox that you have and lock it. Because sometimes people can consume too much alcohol, and all of a sudden you have an argument here, a disagreement there, and everyone wants to be safe.
But so you telling me the homeowner get to keep his gun and lock mine up, and we both drinking? I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one.
Same time, you can also ask these individuals, if you do have conceal and carry and you do have this weapon, let them know that weapon is not allowed inside of your house. You have children, you have teenagers, and you have grown adults. You want your premises safe.
With that.
But at the same time, if you allow them in there with this weapon, having a secured place, a box where they can secure this weapon, because if that individual gets too abbreviated or too intoxicated, you have that right not to give them that key to that box. And if an argument occurs, you can always dial 911.
Right.
You can let them know that you're not giving up this weapon to this individual.
Yeah, after they beat you up for their shit. After they try to assault you for not allowing them to have their belongings, listen, people get real violent for stuff that belongs to them. And when you know it belongs to them and you don't want to give it to them, it could get real violent.
Because of his conditions. You can save yourself, your children, and also this individual from an accident, because all it takes is just a slight budge on that trigger to go off, and you want to be safe. Also, to the residents, I want to say thank you so much.
My thing is just don't bring it in the house, then. Just leave your gun in the car, man. You know what I mean? If that's the case, just leave your gun in the car.
For calling in with information about all type of violence. You have called the 1-800 number. You have gave that information up. You have remained anonymous. I have gave and forwarded that information to the chief. A lot of this information is being helpful as they move forward with these cases. But one thing I want you to do, always call 911 first. And if you want to call that 1-800 number, call it after you call 911 and give them their information. And then you can contact us and give us that information. We will forward that information to the chief. And thank you all for using that 1-800 number. And thank you all for calling 911. We have a few cases that we have had out here in Dolton. And as usual, during the detective's investigation, they do find out that some of these individuals, as usual, don't stay here. Some of them bring the drama here. Some of them have residents that live here. But at the same time, we have to deal with this, and we have to make sure it is safe out here. You do have the officers patrolling the streets. You do have the community that has been calling in with anything that they see. But at the same time, some of these individuals, even some residents, are involved in criminal activity. Some that may be living there may not know. But at the same time, we still have to protect our valuable children, seniors that's here in Dolton. I mean, we're not, people come in, they say, oh, this is happening here. We're not concerned about that right now. We're concerned about right here in Dolton, what we have to do in home base. We know crime is everywhere. Crime is surrounding us. Crime is here and crime is there. But as a block club and as a block and as a citizen, you pay taxes, you have the right. Call with that information. As I say it over and over again, abandoned cars, people standing outside, you have to protect yourself and be safe. Carjacking is still on the rise. Don't let nobody fool you and tell you it's not. It's still on the rise. All they need is an opportunity. You go into your vehicles, please.
Shout out to D-Drink, continuing the Webbitry.
Please look around. Look at these cars, and I say it over and over again, that are sitting out there. Some people I see are still sitting in their cars. They're still on the phone. They're still texting. I understand. Your car, your phone, but it's about your life. You have to keep your eyes open for your surroundings. And it hasn't happened here just yet, as far as purse snatching, as people go inside of these stores. But in some of the surrounding areas, I see where this is happening at. People going in the store, the car is riding by real slow. Your purse or your bag is hanging. They snatch it, keep going, dragging you, whether you know it or not. Please look at the news and get the information about this. Because going into these stores, Food for Less and everywhere else, Walgreens, you have to turn around and look at these cars that are driving slow, because they will reach out there quickly, snatch your bags, your arm, head, drag you, and all they want is that purse. For what? Be safe. Stay alert. Please stay alert. I'm going to give this over to Chief Collins, who's doing a wonderful job there with his team, and to update you all on where we at. Because they have, as of last year, with our cases and homicides, I know that a lot of these homicide cases have been solved. a lot of murder cases have, not solved. A lot of they may have been solved, but I'll let the chief let you know that because we had a lot of first-degree charges, attempted first-degree, aggravated battery, reckless homicide, and chief can elaborate on that, where those cases are, because those cases are, I don't like to use the word looking good, but we are just about there, and the chief will let you know of really charging these people, and sending a message to them that, this case may take a while to be solved, but we're not stopping. We done had a few this year. And a lot of these, one that I can say was an individual that drove from somewhere else to come through Dolton with the problems that he had. Some of these individuals have a history of crime. Some of these individuals domestic violence. And, we still have to protect ourselves. We still have to protect our neighbors, whether you live in Riverdale, whether you live in Harvey, Markham, anywhere coming through here, because we know they got residents stay here too. So they are going to visit their residents.
Mrs.
But as a strong
Baker.
community and a strong block club, you can keep your eyes and ears open, and please don't be afraid. And I know you're not afraid because you're using that 1-800 number calling in, and you're also using 911 to call in any information, because it is increasing with the call volumes that are coming in with the concerned citizen. Chief, can you elaborate?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Trustee. I appreciate it. Last year, we ended up with what would be 13 plus 1 homicides. And what I mean by that is, one, we are not really sure if it occurred in Dolton, but a body possibly had been dumped in Dolton. And of course, when we find it in Dolton, we have to work the case, which we do, and it adds to our statistics. This year so far, we've had 1 homicide. That's the one that occurred New Year's Eve. We did have a few shootings since then. In fact, I sent out information to the village officials about the latest shooting. The victim doesn't live in Dolton, happened to be being chased through Dolton. I can't elaborate anymore because that is still a very active investigation. But when these do happen, the detectives are right on it. If a death does occur, or it appears that a death will occur as it relates to violence, we do activate the South Suburban Major Crimes Task Force. They send us 15 to 20 detectives plus our detectives, and that entire group works the case until we develop leads and make arrests. What you do hear about is the violence, but what is rarely put out there is what happens after the investigation. A lot of these homicides have been solved and arrests have been made, but that's not the end of it. The perpetrators still have to go to court, and it depends on what happens in court. The detectives and the state's attorneys, assistant state's attorneys, work together very hard and closely to make sure that the cases are solid before they go in front of a judge, and make sure that they are winnable cases. So we only get one opportunity to put someone up for a murder charge. After that, if they're acquitted, then you cannot seek anything further against them. That's why we have to work hard to make sure we have solid cases. So there have been some headway in these homicide cases, and people have been put away for it. Trustee, if I can back up, when you mentioned gun safety, I want to mention also, if you are a firearms owner and you have a concealed carry permit, always leave yourself a way to lock your weapon if you go somewhere. They make these gun safes specifically for automobiles. It attaches to something through a cable or some other means. You can lock your weapon in there. For instance, if you have to go to the library, you're not allowed to bring your weapon inside the library. So you have to lock it up if you've brought it outside the house with you. But Trustee, you're absolutely right. There has to be a way to get these guns in a safe manner, in a safe position, locked up if there will be any kind of drinking, because alcohol and firearms are a bad mixture. And we have had an incident where a party actually turned into a shooting, and alcohol was involved. And had alcohol not been involved and the firearm not present, then of course there would not have been that shooting. But for individual cases specifically, with the homicides, going back to that, if you have questions about individual cases specifically,
of course there wouldn't be a shooting, man. People be leaving and coming back.
Please contact me or Commander Price, who is in charge of investigations, and we will give you the updates. I try to give updates as I get them, and as things occur, I make sure I send something out to the trustees and the mayor and also the village administrator, so that you're up to date in case you have any questions coming from your constituents. Anything else you'd like me to cover on that subject, Trustee?
Not just yet. I would like to go to the Trustee Brown, Trustee Belcher, if they have any questions.
Only question I would have, Chief, you always say that we hear about the bad. Is there any way we can inform the residents about the good? We always hear about the bad, but we never hear about the good. So is there any kind of way we can inform the residents
Shout out to Old Speaks. Continuing the rabbitry.
about the good things that are happening here?
I think if we work together to develop some kind of method to put this information out, one of the things I also like to work with our new communications person is putting a blotter in what's happening as far as police calls on our website, so people can see what happened the day before, the night before, the week before. But I also like to develop a method for giving information, such as a newsletter, for lack of a better term, or some news section on the website, so people can see about certain cases. We can give updates like that. But I don't have myself a method of putting mass information out like that. And I think it would be nice to give the residents a sense of this is what happened with this particular case, so that they're not left wondering, is this perpetrator still out there terrorizing the neighborhood?
I mean, you got one murder. Can we hear some good news? I mean, you got one murder, bro. Like, it sound like y'all got some good news other than that one murder, man.
Yeah, I agree with you. And also, I want to try to build a court advocate team. That way, when these court dates come up, they can attend these court advocates on behalf of residents. Okay, Chief, can we go into speaking about the new sign in front of the police station?
Sure, but I'm not sure if we gave Trustee Belcher an opportunity. I don't know if she had a question for that last subject matter that we covered.
No, I'm good. Thank you, Chief.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry if I missed it.
The police department was built, I believe, in the early 70s, sometime in the 70s. I'm not sure which year. But it is a building that has been neglected over the years. It would be nice to plan for a new department, a new building, a new facility, but that will take money and it'll take a lot of planning. But where we are right now, I would like to improve the look of the police department. A new look and feel will also motivate the officers and motivate the community instead of the same old. And outside in front of the police department is that same doghouse looking sign that says Dolton Police on it. It's slightly leaning and it hasn't been upkept, and it's been sitting out there for years and years.
They wanna make the police department look nice, huh?
And I would like to replace that sign with some type of digital message board, so we can still say Dolton Police Department, but I would also put information on it, any type of information that we could put.
No. Just get a regular police sign, bro. Digital sign for what?
Such as, for instance, trick-or-treating hours are from such and such and such and such. Any type of information, such as like with the library.
I don't know, man. I don't know if you really need that. How much that's gonna cost?
Gray has a message board, and they put information up. I would like us to be able to do the same, and I think it would be very helpful for people passing by the police department. They can get these messages and also see that we're trying to upkeep the property at the same time. We've started getting quotes. We have not authorized anything as of yet, but I wanted to know how much these signs would cost us if we were able to pursue it. And we've received quotes anywhere between $10,000 to between $10,000 and $25,000. Just depends on how we.
Nah, bro. 25,000 for a sign? Oh no.
Elaborate we want this sign to be. So I want to put this information out here and see if we can garner some type of conversation about it.
5,000?
Yeah, I'm in agreement with it because if we have a missing person that's here in the village, I mean, they can run through there too as
Really?
constituents or someone outside of Dolton pass through and just having a look and they haven't heard about it, just having to look up.
Bro, we don't got none of that. None of the police stations in New York, bro. I don't know why you need that. I don't know why you need that. Hey, it's a smaller town. But I don't know why you need that. All I need to know is that this is the police station. What precinct? What? Like, I don't need all that on the sign, bro.
And then they have that information.
Because like, and that's the thing. It's like if I'm driving by, how much of that sign I'm gonna really read? What if 3 missing people come up today? How long am I gonna be driving by to see all 3 of them show up on the screen one after the next and all? Like, come on, that's unnecessary, bro. I'm not even gonna see all the information that's on it. That's for somebody who walk in and decide to stand up and watch the screen change to the next screen because ain't nobody driving gonna really, man.
Any other thing from Trustee Brown, Trustee Basso on this?
Yep, I just think it'd be a great idea. With the message board.
Thank you, Trustee Brown. Go ahead, Trustee Belcher.
No, I was about to say, yeah, a marquee would be great. I think it's good. Is it already allocated in one of the line items, or is that something that we would be taking out of a different fund?
Trustee, a lot of things that we can do with the police department, we can do out of asset forfeiture. These seized drug monies that go to good. We don't have to tap into taxpayer dollars for things when it comes to items like that. As long as those dollars go back into improvement of police facilities or goes into training or purchase of equipment and things like that, we don't have to burden taxpayers with this purchase.
That'd be great.
Yep.
Drug money? Oh.
Absolutely. Yep, I say that would be great. I'm looking forward to moving forward as an agenda item. Can I get a motion to move forward to put this as an agenda item?
Motion. Second.
All right. Thank you, trustees. Chief, we also can you discuss the information on the fire and police commissioners' duties?
Sure.
We've been talking about it, but just like to hear from your point of view.
Okay, absolutely. And first, is for the sake of the residents, and we've talked about that subject for a couple times already. I just want to make sure that the information is known what the duties of a fire and police commissioner are. A fire and police commissioner actually does not have any authority or decision-making authority in a police department or fire department. It is simply just a commission, a body, to proctor tests, eligibility tests, so that we can hire people and put them in academies, fire academy, police academy.
Anybody could do that job? That's what it sounds like. Like anybody could do it. Fire chief, whatever. Like, man, that type of title sound like somebody needs some qualification. He sound like he's saying like they don't really got to do nothing. Anybody can really do it. Anybody can just walk in and do that job.
Proctor tests, eligibility tests, so that we can hire people and put them in academies, fire academy, police academy. They will arrange the testing. They will contact the testing facility. They will oversee the testing. They do not have any input as far as what test it is or the scoring of the test. They simply oversee that process. The other thing that they do is they oversee the promotional process with the same type of testing company. When it's time to seek sergeants, when it's time to seek lieutenants, which are civil service ranks, they have the duty of making sure that the test is performed. Now, one of the things that we have to make certain we do is every 2 years, we're supposed to post an eligibility list. Those are people who have tested and applied to be police officers. I'm not sure what it is with the fire department, but for police officers, that posting is supposed to remain active and up for 2 years. And before the end of those 2 years, the Fire and Police Commission should run another testing procedure. And so far, we have an expired list, and we really need to do another testing. So by statute, we can get that list up. And we're also, that's on the next line when I talk about that. So I'm going to keep it right there. But the commission, I just want us to see if we can come together so we can find a solution, because we really need to hire fresh people and send them to the academy, not just continue lateral. Laterals are nice because it cuts the training time in half, but it's good to get some young people in, get some fresh people in, and perhaps some Dolton residents in also, send them to the academy so they can start a career in law enforcement.
Great. Any comments, Trustee Belcher, Trustee Brown?
I have a comment.
Let me hear you, Belcher.
Police and Fire Commission. I understand that you're saying that they don't have any direct input in the police department, but as the commission, don't they participate in the hiring process, and don't they participate or should be participating in disciplinary process also?
Hey, listen, because yeah. If this is what they was talking about before, because they was talking about this in the last time, right? So the thing about it is, if these people background is not qualified to do this type of job, because the way he's trying to downplay what they have to do, it's almost like nobody really got to be qualified for that position. I'm like, nah. You talking about to deal with the police and the fire? Nah, it better be have somebody who has experience in police and fire stuff. So I think that's what she's getting at. Like, hey, Don't try to downplay this job here.
Don't they participate in the hiring process, and don't they participate in, or should be participating in disciplinary process also?
So yeah, you're absolutely right. So when I was saying oversee the testing procedure, yes, they should be involved in that right there. They develop the list, but as far as making decisions on who to hire and when to hire, that is not part of their duties.
But they got say so in it. Why? Then if they got say so in it, they need to be qualified. Period.
Their duties is to create the list for us and be involved in a hiring process like that. Now, one of the things that they should be involved in is the disciplinary process also. For instance, if we have an employee who should be up for termination, but is not a probationary employee, the employee can opt to go in front of the Fire Police Commission, or they can opt to go to arbitration. Most of the times, in my experience, what I've seen is the employee will opt for arbitration because they believe the Fire and Police Commission may be slanted towards the side of the village because they were appointed by a village official.
Okay, I just wanted to be clear of the actual duties that they are in process or in conjunction with the police department in reference to the hiring process, making sure to score the whatever the qualifications or the point system and those type of things, and also the disciplinary action. My concern, and this is just my concern, is that we don't want to get a commission, and because we've had a commission before under your leadership and other leaderships, and the commission they held tests but didn't actively do all of the duties that a police and fire commission should be doing. So if
shots fired, she said, yeah, you've been running stuff from before and stuff ain't get done. Hey, under your watch last time, these people was under, and they ain't do their job. So I want to make sure this time, at least with the same dude, the job gonna get done this time. You gonna get it done this time? You gonna make sure the people do that?
we want to do it, we want to make sure that we're doing it by the law and making sure that it is done in the proper way. That's just coming from me. That's all. Thank you.
Trustee, I completely agree with you on that. When we have a commission, they should be active and they should be working for us. But they do not report to the police chief. I'm not over them. They are
I knew he was going to address that. I knew he was going to address that. He's like, hey, now. I ain't got nothing to do with that. You advocating for them, though.
Be active and they should be working for us. But they do not report to the police chief. I'm not over them. They are a commission separate, and they should be held responsible and accountable for making sure that those things get done. I agree with you.
Okay, thank you.
One question, Chief.
Ahead,
Who do they report to?
They are appointed by the mayor. So basically, that's who they report to.
Interesting.
So that is their separate job, so to speak. And they will have, in fact, give me 1 second here. There is training that they must attend. This is the Fire and Police Commissioner's Manual. There are rules in it that they have to follow also. There's training that they're supposed to get. And they're supposed to know these manuals front and back, inside and out. And there is an association that they should belong to so that they can stay current on what's supposed to be done. So it's not just a commission where people sit and just kick their heels up. They have to do work. They have to do work.
They better know how to do the work. They better be qualified.
Yeah, right.
Thank you for that, Chief.
Chief, go right into
Can I ask one more question?
Come on, ask your question, man.
Are they also in conjunction, or do they have any type of dealings with the contracts?
No.
The police contract?
No, and in my experience of 20 some odd years, I've never seen a commission involved in any type of negotiations with the CBAs.
What you saying? What you saying?
In reference to the policy of the contracts, like they need to be knowledgeable of what's in the contract. So if it comes like to disciplinary action or higher, moving up, promotions.
Yeah, now that I understand your question, yeah, they absolutely have to know the collective bargaining agreements inside out. Because sometimes there are grievances filed that the commission might have to voice an opinion on. So they absolutely have to be aware of the contracts. And for the police department, we have 3 contracts from the FOP. One for the patrol officers, there's a contract for the lieutenants and sergeants, and another contract for the records technicians.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Trustee. Chief, let's elaborate on the intended retirement of some of the sergeants.
Okay. One sergeant for sure has announced his intent to retire next month, and next month is just right around the corner. There is another lieutenant who has talked about retiring sometime this year, but I don't know the time frame of that. But what it does is it leaves us in a position of being short a supervisor. And what happens in that case is if a shift is short, another supervisor has to fill that slot on overtime, or if no one wants to volunteer to fill that slot, then the shift supervisor from the prior shift has to remain over and fill that slot. Currently, we are short 2 sergeants. So this is when I was stating the importance of if we can come together and figure out the problem with the Fire and Police Commission sooner rather than later, then we can start another promotional process. I offered suggestions to the union as a temporary stopgap to appoint temporary acting sergeants to fill slots as we need because we will be short those supervisors. There is some pushback from the union. I don't want to do temporary acting positions because it does cause more problems than solutions. But it is a way to have coverage on a temporary basis going forward. And because we don't have complete buy-in from the union, I'm more reluctant to do it. So I don't want to put us in any position where we have any trouble with the collective bargaining agreement or any legal ramifications. The other areas that I can go into are officers in charge. Whoever the senior officer of the shift is can supervise the shift until the next supervisor comes on duty. So there's a couple options that we can go. But the problem that I want to highlight is we are short those supervisors and we just can't promote anyone to sergeant because it is a civil service rank and it has to be controlled by the Fire and Police Commission.
Anything from the trustees on this?
No, I don't have anything.
No.
Come on now. Come on now.
Okay, Chief. The last item, I'd like to talk about this last item because I think, I'd like to push this to the full board and moving forward with it because it's dealing with some of the ticket logs, that revenue that we need to collect. And if you can elaborate on that.
Yes, sir. Sure. I wanted to bring this back to the table again, just so we can just readdress it so that we just don't have a complete washout of it. There are quite a few outstanding debts out there as it pertains to parking citations. And the one way we can collect on that debt is we're still trying to develop the amnesty program. But what has to take place after the amnesty program are the consequences. There wouldn't be any incentive to clear that debt through an amnesty program if there are no consequences afterwards. For instance, we already have in our ordinances, the immobilization ordinance, where we can boot a car if they are on the boot list. And the boot lists are for 3 or more unpaid parking tickets. So we already have the ordinance in place. But the one thing I wanted to put across is the boots are so burdensome. They are so heavy and clunky, officers get injured trying to put them on. And the one thing about the boot is the officer has to be on the ground putting that boot on. And I don't want to put any officer's life in jeopardy because he or she will have to have a backup to watch their back while they're putting his boot on for 10 or 15 minutes. And if an officer sees a car, grabs a boot and tries to put it on and they're by themselves, they are in a dangerous situation with their back turned and they're on the ground. That is why I introduced the barnacle to the village board. It is quick, it is 2 minutes to apply, and it is easy. That's the reason that I wanted to move us away from the boots and move us to the barnacle. So I just wanted to bring that back to the table so we can just take a second look at it and just not be completely done with it. Oh, and the other part is we have had a private vendor offer to sponsor part of this program. They will cover some of the costs of what the leasing fees are. And as we start getting these vehicles and the owners of these vehicles to start paying their fines, the program will obviously pay for itself in the end. So but thank you for hearing me out on that again.
Any comments from the trustees?
Have you looked into any other program besides the barnacle?
The only other vehicle immobilization would be either that device or another type of boot. And all these boots, the boots, or the Denver boot, which is the original one, or the other clamp boots, it's the same type of thing. It's heavy, it's cumbersome, it takes up a lot of space in these vehicles. They bounce around and damage the vehicles. And officers are in an unviable situation when they're on the ground trying to put these devices on. And if they get injured, then obviously they're no longer available to work.
Thank you.
Trustee Belcher?
No, I don't have any comments at this time.
Okay. I would like to put this on the agenda for our next meeting with all of our board members. I would like to move forward with it. Can I get a motion to move forward with it?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to be grateful for the time of the trustees. I know some of us have other things that we have to do. Can we go right into our citizens address? If there's any citizens?
Yes, we have a few. Citizens address, will the official capacity, duties, and rules of the Fire and Police Commission be posted available for residents to review?
Go ahead, Chief.
I don't see why not. I mean, just like any other position with the village, it should be public knowledge and public information. We should be completely and totally transparent about what they do.
All right. Next question. Next citizens address. Chief, what is the name of the manual they must know, and is there testing of the material?
Because the position of commissioner doesn't require any special skills other than being able to read, write, and things like that, there's no testing to test into being. It is an appointment like any other commission, like zoning commission or any other type of commission like that. It is an appointment. And there's a manual that they should know. It's the Commissioner's Manual of Illinois Fire and Police. So basically, this Commissioners Association sets what should be the best accepted practices for the entire state of Illinois. So any fire and police commissioner operating in any municipality in the state, they're all operating from the same book. But the other book that they should know is our collective bargaining agreements also. And those differ from municipality to municipality. So they would have to have copies of it. And they must study this material on their own. And they must attend conferences so that they can stay abreast of all the changing issues.
You said about breast?
All right, that's all the citizens address for tonight. That's all I have.
Okay, before we adjourn, I would like to ask Trustee Brown, Trustee Belcher, do you have anything else that you want to address, say to the citizens?
No, I'm good, Trustee Holmes. Thank you.
Trustee Belcher?
No, thank you.
All right. Is the mayor still on? I know, is the mayor still on?
Yeah, she's here. Someone is speaking to her, so I don't believe she has any anything to say at this time. Let me grab her. Mayor's here.
Hello.
Mayor, before we adjourn, do you have any statements, anything that you like to put out to the constituents?
Okay. Yes, I did. Okay. Okay, there we go. Yeah, still working, guys. I just want to say thank everybody for joining us this evening. I want to give kudos to Chief, and please keep him and his family lifted in your prayers. A lot of us go through a lot of things, and we still show a united front. So I just want you guys to know that people do things. But thank you, Chief, for coming on and putting aside some time to take care of the business of the village. Thank you, Trustee Holmes, for always being an advocate for a public servant and make sure the residents here can have what they need. Let me know what's needed to go forward to place things on the next agenda for a vote, and you do know that you have my full support as it relates to getting that police department in order. So thank you again.
Welcome, thank you, Mayor. Before we adjourn, I'd just like to thank the residents again for using 911 and also using that 1-800 number. Like I say, I know I'm everywhere, but crime is everywhere. But we must take care of home base here, and we have been taking care of home base here. I'd like to thank the Trustee Brown, Trustee Belcher, and the rest of the trustees that have been working to do what they got to do to keep this village safe. Thank the mayor for spearheading everything that she has to do to keep this village safe. But we have to all work and collaborate together and just make it safe. But the eyes and ears of the police department belongs to the residents. Because if you see it, tell it. If you see it, tell it. Take my hats off to the detectives in the police department here that are in Dolton and the fire department, because they see things along the way and they address it. They run into that action. And when some of us are resting at home, they're out here running and racing to these crime scenes, and it's very difficult and disturbing to get to that crime scene and that's somebody's baby. I don't care how old that person is, and that projectile hits that body and the body's laying down. It takes a toll on our officers. It takes a toll on the detectives and the paramedics. We know their family is hurt because they're hurting concerning whether their loved one is going to live. But when that detectives and our police officers get on the crime scene and they're there, and that person is fighting for his or her life, it takes a toll on our police department. They're human. Then they got to go home with this. Then they got to come back. And if they're addressing the same thing the next day with another shooting, it takes a toll on their body. Our nurses, our doctors, the same thing. But the pain that they're suffering is a different pain than the pain we suffering as a mother and a father, knowing that that's our loved one that's out there. Let's put a stop to it on our blocks. We're block by block. If you see it, tell it. You got that house, you got that activity going on that block, then just make that call. 911. Let's be safe. Let's be productive. Let's love each other. There's so much hatred in this world. Let's love each other and let's go from there and work together under one umbrella. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, trustees. Thank you, Chief. God bless you. May I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn this evening's policing meeting.
Second.
Thank you, trustees. I want to be mindful of your time. Thank you, Mayor and Chief.
Thank you.
It's 5:51. You all have a good evening.
All right, you have a good evening, man. So that was February 28th. I mean January 28th, 2022. That was the police committee meeting that the mayor is on. The next time we see the mayor, she will be in the Village of Dolton regular board meeting on February 7th. February 7th. Get to it. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. February 7th. Regular board meeting of Dolton for the Village of
All right. Good evening, everyone. Today, I would like to call to order the regular meeting of the Board of Trustees via Zoom live stream on YouTube. Today is Monday, February 7th, 2022, and the time is 6:50 p.m. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Oh, look at Belcher. Okay, Belcher, hold on. Look at Belcher. All right now, Belcher. Look at Belcher. She don't normally be having lipstick like that. She be having red lipstick. I don't be seeing her looking like this. She looking like she work in the court or something. She look like she about to be the judge or something. She about to put on the robe and sit. All rise. All rise. The Honorable Judge Belcher presiding. She look like she really in a. Oh man, she don't normally look like that to me. She look real professional today. Okay, and she look like she don't play. She look like she don't play. She look like a mean principal, a mean dean or something. If she worked in the school, that'd be like, that here comes the principal. You see the dean, you better be careful. The dean don't play.
You gotta unmute yourself.
And there go Norwood. With the screwed up face as usual. Hey, I can't help.
Okay. Good evening, everyone.
It is.
Trustee Steve, is everyone unmuted? Okay, then I'll wait.
Okay, I can unmute myself. Trustee Steve here.
Oh, Steve's.
No,
Yo, I ain't see you in a minute. Where you at?
Like everybody else still.
Where Steve's at?
It- it-
Oh, there goes Steve's. I ain't see him in a couple beats. Steve, where you been at?
Mute myself at first.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm allowed. Now I'm muting myself.
Okay, well, I see some other trustees are still muted.
Okay, I'm good.
Yeah, ready. Begin.
Okay. Can everyone push unmute? I just want to make sure everybody can unmute themselves. Still no? Okay, they're working on it now.
Unmuted. Holmes.
You can't unmute, Trustee House?
He's still unmuted.
You? Okay, so checking, making sure that the department heads can unmute.
Okay.
Amen. All right, we
Does
back.
anyone have any general announcements?
All right, we back.
Yes, I do, Mayor.
Okay, go ahead, Trustee.
Good evening, residents. First, I know we had this weekend, we have Tea with the Trustees coming up. Clerk Key, can you describe what's going to happen this Tea with the Trustees we're having?
Yo, wait a minute. Wait. Why this lady got his name? Wait a minute. His name Edward Steve and her name Edward Steve. What's going on here? Why is he Edward Steve and Edward Steve? They made a mistake. I know that's not her name.
Saturday, the Tea with the Trustees will celebrate Black History Month. And by doing that, we will have a traditional African Caribbean performance group present, and they will, do poetry. They will play drums, congos, so forth, but it'll be a great performance. Everyone should definitely come out and be a part of it, and look forward to seeing everyone.
Jamie,
thank you. And then it'll be an email blast sent out from the trustees to get the word out. Just go to our social media pages and stuff like that. Second thing I wanted to announce, many residents may know, or many of the board may not know, but I suffer from multiple sclerosis. And
Really?
I had it for the past 11, 12 years.
Wow.
It's a,
I didn't know that.
It's a debilitating.
Probably why he always annoyed. Steve's like he always mad about something. Something's always bothering him and stuff. He always got an attitude. I don't know if it's. I don't know. Maybe when they get around Tiffany, they just get attitudes or something. But they be having their attitude, bro.
Fetch has donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Hit
Appreciate
the like,
that, man.
thumbs up emoji if you haven't already. Support.
Shout out to that
Support.
For that super chat. He said hit the like if you haven't already. Support. Appreciate that super chat. Out of mercy. Maybe it's just when they get around Tiffany, they just just bring the attitude out of it.
It's a debilitating disease that affects your nervous system. And so since I've been here, I've been, they have these MS walks usually downtown, and they have one in the south suburbs, but it's out in Orland Park. So I wanted to bring something to the south suburb area, which is majority of a Black town, minority town. And I got in touch. There's another resident in Dolton. I suffer from MS, who helped me get in touch with the MS Society. So I got in touch with the MS Society. I got Nancy McRoy on here today. We actually have an MS walk scheduled for the south suburbs in Dolton, May 14th, and it's going to be at the Dolton Park Center. And Nancy, could you explain what's going to happen at this MS walk, which is the first one in the south suburbs? And I want to invite everyone from Calumet City, from South Holland, from Harvey, all these surrounding towns to this MS walk. Could you please explain what goes on at the MS walk and things that we'll have here in May?
Sure, absolutely. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your meeting tonight. My name is Nancy McEnroy, and I have the absolute pleasure of being the president of the National MS Society for the Illinois market. So as Ed mentioned, on Saturday, May 14th, we're going to have a Walk Your Way event in Dolton. It's going to be Walk Your Way for the South Suburbs. It will be the first time that an event like this has come to the South Suburbs and the Dolton community, so we're thrilled to be a part of it. Really what it is we're inviting everybody in these communities, Cal City, Dolton, Harvey, Markham, South Holland, to come together on that one day to walk for the loved ones that are living with multiple sclerosis, to participate in this community-wide event, to learn what multiple sclerosis is, to learn what the National MS Society does and the services that we bring to your community. It's an event that is free to attend. We certainly do encourage fundraising. We'll always encourage fundraising to raise funds for research, advocacy, and services and programs to support the multiple sclerosis community. Look for more information to come down the pike. I'm just so grateful for Trustee Steve for bringing his enthusiasm and energy to the National MS Society, and for really rallying the troops in your community, all those individuals in Dolton that are living with MS, that have a loved one living with MS. I'm just so grateful to have your support and your participation. So looking forward to seeing you on Saturday, May 14th.
Thank you so much, Nancy. I look forward to seeing the board and the mayor and everybody come out and support. This is it's a tough disease to live with, especially in the midst of COVID, because the medication that you take for MS is immune suppressants. So it suppresses your immune system. So everybody knows now, if you get COVID and your immune system is weak, you may not be able to fight it off. So it's a hell of a disease, and it's a hell of decisions that people with MS have to make, and you have to live with. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Is that the end of your report, Trustee?
Yep.
Okay. Anybody else have a general announcement? No?
Trustee Norwood.
You go your house.
Okay. Trustee Norwood, go ahead.
Okay, I just wanted to thank everyone, all the seniors who came out to the free senior food giveaway. Trustee Belcher, she has an organization, a Spinks organization, House of Spinks, who have free food distribution every other Friday. So our next one will be the 18th. So we invite all seniors. All the food is free. The address is at 14141 King Drive,
which is, Chicago Road in Dolton. So please come out, everyone. It's from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. All seniors are invited. Please come out. It's free food. And then I would also like to have a special thank you for District 148. Harriet Tubman School had us come out, Trustee Belcher and I come out to read to the youth during financial literacy night at Harriet Tubman School. So I would just like to thank District 148 for having us. And that's the end of my report.
Right.
Thank you.
Trustee House.
I have more of a question or comment. I received several emails and concerns from residents that who were talking about the Dolton's Facebook page indicating that they were being blocked or unable or comments being deleted. So I was hoping that somebody may be able to speak to
Who doing that?
What's happening or why the concerns may come. I think I forwarded a few to Administrator Freeman. He was following up, but I would just like to see if anybody can kind of speak to what's happening on Dolton's Facebook page.
All right, concern is noted. It will get addressed later. Any more general announcements?
Okay. One question about that, Mary. Say later. Would that be later this meeting or just later in
It
Finland?
won't be this meeting. So you said you was in contact with Village Administrator Keith, so he will follow up.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Any more general announcements? All right, moving on. The next thing on the agenda is Village Clerk's report. Clerk Keith.
Good evening, everyone. Again, tonight I'm just going to go over all of the minutes that I'm requesting approval from the mayor and the Board of Trustees. And I'll start off with my list. The first board meeting is a special board meeting that was held on September the 2nd, a regular board meeting that was held on September the 7th, another special board meeting held on September the 20th, a committee of the whole board meeting September the 20th, a special board meeting held September 27th, regular board meeting held October 4th, committee of the whole meeting held October the 18th, special board meeting October the 31st, regular board meeting November the 1st, special board meeting November the 5th, committee of the whole meeting November the 15th, special board committee of the whole meeting December the 6th, regular board meeting December the 6th, special board meeting December the 8th, special board meeting December the 29th, regular board meeting January the 3rd, special board meeting January the 18th, and a committee of the whole meeting January the 18th. And that concludes my list of minutes.
Okay. Is there a motion to approve the minutes as noted?
Motion.
Make a motion. Second.
Motion by Trustee Holmes, second by Trustee Norwood.
Belcher.
Okay,
Norwood.
Trustee Steve?
1 second, Clerk Key.
Oh,
Any
I'm sorry.
discussion? Any discussion? Okay, I got just one thing, Clerk Key. Is there a reason why we're getting all the minutes like this at one time instead of per meeting? Because there's a lot of meetings from 2021.
And I'm sure you noticed how many meetings were on this agenda. And prior to me having a deputy clerk, dealing with other clerk issues in the office, it's just unrealistic to get these minutes done after each meeting, considering some of these meetings are anywhere from 3 to 5 hours long.
Okay. Well, we're working on trying to cut the time down, but I just would hope for a futuristic time frame that you guys can do a little better. Because this is
Well, until you work on the time thing, then how we gonna do anything better?
just too long for too many meetings to be,
If you notice, I have January's minutes on it.
But that's crazy because it's like, yo, she just explained, and it's unrealistic to be able to do it. And if you acknowledge that, why still say, I got it? So we're gonna figure out how to speed this up then instead of man. Clerk got an attitude. Clerk like, man, I ain't got time for this.
Time frame that you guys can do a little better. Because this is just too long for too many meetings to be,
If you notice, I have January's minutes on there.
1 second, Clerk.
So we are on schedule right now.
Okay, Clerk. But what I'm saying to you is that I'm just giving suggestions. So this is no argument.
I mean, I don't know. Kind of scolding her at first, and she like, lady, we have any long meetings. It's unrealistic to get it all done. And she was like, all right, well, we're gonna try to fix that and all that. And then went on to scold her some more. Ain't that funny? Then went on to scold her a little more. Yeah. Okay.
On there.
1 second, Clerk.
So we are on schedule right now.
Okay, Clerk. But what I'm saying to you is that I'm just giving suggestions. So this is no argument. I'm saying
no, it's not an argument.
Too many meetings at one time for approval is all I'm saying. And by you having a deputy clerk, I just figured that you would have had someone to help you get the minutes done per board meeting. That's it. That's for the record. So
Okay, she came in November, and since then we're good. Okay, I got you, Mayor. We're good.
All right, you can call the roll now.
Trustee Steve?
Aye.
Give me 1 second, please. Trustee Norwood?
Aye.
Trustee Belcher? Belcher?
Aye.
Trustee Holmes?
Aye.
Trustee Brown?
Aye.
Trustee House?
Aye.
Motion passed. Thank you, guys.
All right. Was that it for your report? Do you have any communication?
No, I have one more thing, and my deputy clerk, Eris Montgomery, will give that report.
All right. Go ahead.
Hello, everybody. Thanks, Clerk
Oh, that's
Key,
her deputy
Mayor Henyard,
clerk.
and the Board of Trustees, and everybody else that's attending this meeting. Just really quick, guys. I know we've been ramping and raving about the FOIA program, and we have finally launched it. And you guys can access it through the Village Hall website under the transparency page. So I do want to encourage all residents and requesters to submit their request through that page. And that's it. Thank you. Sorry, that concludes our report unless anyone has any questions.
All right. Thank you. Next, we have Village Administrator's report. If you have.
Hey, yeah, I'm here. Good evening, Mayor, Madam Clerk, Board of Trustees.
Pick and choose TV, whatever.
Anyone else who's on the line. Just a couple things, a couple housekeeping notes. If you are not speaking, please put your your device on mute, please. We'd appreciate it. That way we can sort of limit the feedback. Second thing is if we can, everyone, if we can make sure that you place your name, if you can actually put your name or add your name to the list so we know who you are. Trustees, if you sent a link to somebody for your link, those people show up as you. So if you have an opportunity, I know this is new for today. Trustee Steve, I know you sent me somebody, Trustee House, I know you sent somebody, but in the future, please send me the name of everyone who's participating. We have a few people on the line that may be participating that we may not know. We have a Chicago Sign Group, David from Chicago Sign Group. I don't know what his business is, but I've asked him to mute. I know that we have someone from Vista National on the line. I believe that's Mr. Hogan. And so again, just a couple of housekeeping notes. Let's make sure that we screen everybody before we allow for them to come in. And please don't share your individual links. These links were meant for you. If you need us to send somebody a link, even while we're in the meeting, we'll send somebody a link in the meeting. I know this is brand new, but we'll figure it out. The next thing is I've tried to schedule some appointments with you guys. Try to meet at least once a month. I have an open door policy, so if you guys need anything outside of those meetings, feel free to reach out to me. I love talking to you guys. So if you guys need anything, let me know. We made a couple of adjustments and we're trying to look for some financing. I'll keep you guys updated through emails and again, reach out to you guys via the phone or via text or via email to have conversations about what's going on. Again, I appreciate the opportunity. I've told everybody to keep it to a minute and 30 seconds. So I'm literally at 1:28. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.
All right. Thank you so much, Village Administrator. Next, we have his report, Ron.
Thank you this evening, Honorable Mayor, Madam Clerk, Trustees, Department Heads, and residents. Just 2 items on my report this evening. The 2022 CDBG and Invest and Cook applications are due on March 16th at 5 p.m. As part of those 2 grant applications, the village will have to pass a resolution and certification to submit both of those grants. Second item I have is the IEPA water meter replacement project. As part of the process, we had to publish a notice of the categorical exclusion. Once that has been posted and approved, and it has been posted, we'll get a planning approval letter. And also the IPA is now reviewing our new financial information that has been submitted by the finance department. We are still on schedule to have everything approved and ready to go out to bid, hopefully this spring, for the water meter replacement project. That's all I have this evening, and I will entertain any questions that the board may have at this time.
All right, thank you, Ron.
Everyone have a great evening.
Next, we have committee reports. Police, Trustee Holmes.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, Mayor, residents, clerk, and board members. The police department has recently hired an additional full-time officer. This officer is in the field training. He will be in the field for the next 12 weeks. One more officer candidate is currently undergoing a background investigation. Then we have one sergeant that is due to retire at the end of February, and we thank him for his service. One patrol officer has also announced he or she has intended to retire May of this year. Another thing I want to touch bases on, what I'm gonna do is let the chief elaborate on the drug bust that was here in Dolton. The officers observed some transaction here as they usually work in trying to stop the drug trade. My message to them is, you know what, if you come into Dolton and you're planning on stopping in one of these parking lots in a restaurant or Menards or White Castle, you can cancel that. Officers are well-trained, professional to observe any transaction.
Hold on, I want to hear that one more time. That sounded like some gangster shit.
To stop the drug trade. My message to them is, you know what, if you come into Dolton and you're planning on stopping in one of these parking lots in a restaurant or Menards or White Castle, you can cancel that. Officers are well-trained, professional to observe any transaction. Also, our stores, I'd like to thank the owners of the stores who have given up and calling in about drug transactions on their property. Usually they turn the other cheek, but not out here in Dolton. They've been calling, giving up that information. Suspicious cars parked on their lot, and we'd like to ask them to continue to dial 911 and give that information so the officers can get there, do surveillance, and put a stop to it. They usually come along close to the expressway or try to use the back road, or even sometime in the parks. Strong message to you. Find somewhere else to take care of your business and not in Dolton.
I hear
and
that.
Also like to thank those residents who have been calling 911 and also the residents who have been calling the 1-800 number, giving up the information on criminal activity that's on their block. I urge you to look down your block. If you see narcotic sales coming in and out of the abandoned homes or even out of the home that somebody owned, continue to call 911. And I want to thank those who have been calling that 1-800 number, 1-800-883-5587, giving up the information as we turn it over to the chief. The only way we can put a stop to this is you speak up and speak out. Our officers are out there protecting in a professional way. As you see, and there are many bad seeds everywhere. You just have to root them out. But as we have officers here being trained, we have a chief that's on call here 24/7. We have the community with the best eyes in Dolton. And I say that because the increase of their call volumes has went up here. They're calling, they're concerned about their safety. And on another safety note, you can easily go into a store, Menards, and buy a vest. And the reason I'm pointing out a vest, this is to the seniors. If you have not called Public Works or the village to have someone come out and inspect your meter, or ComEd to come out and inspect the electricity, or the gas company to come out and inspect your gas, call 911 if somebody's at your door with a vest on. Because 9 times out of 10, they're not from the village, they're not from People's Gas, and they're certainly not from ComEd. I see this going on outside of Dolton, and I know it's just a matter of time before someone tried here. The last senior was in the other suburbs, 91 years old. They took a jury, claimed to be from People's Gas. We don't want that to happen here. The reason I say it can't happen here because we got the best citizens here. One thing about the residents in Dolton, you call and you tell, and you see everything that's going on. Last but not least, check your doorbell cameras. Make sure they are operating and working, because the best eyes, other than your eyes, when you're not at your door, can be your camera that's working on that ringtone. You know, people don't want to get locked up. They don't want to go to jail. But you know what? If you commit this crime here on the streets in Dolton, you know, whether it be our mayor eyes, our trustee eyes, our village eyes, or the residents' eyes, we gonna convict you. That's the end of the report.
Okay. Next, we have Melody Fitness, Trustee Brown.
Good evening, all. Just want to give an update on the Melanie Fitness Center. As of December 2021, we are 51,019.31 in the negative for Melanie Fitness Center. I know we also spoke on possibly getting a appraisal done. We did have an appraisal back in 2017, and that was from CBRE Incorporated. And I did speak to Keith Freeman, Administrator Keith Freeman, about getting an updated appraisal report. I know that the Park District is also interested in possibly purchasing that property, but an appraisal is needed for that property. So definitely we'll reach out to Administrator Freeman and see where he stands as to an appraisal getting done on that property. So he was forwarded the information he needs to. He did get an appraisal person from me, and he also would get an appraisal for commercial property from Trustee Norwood. So we definitely will be moving forward with that process of getting that property appraised and possibly out there to see if that property can be sold. That is the end of my report for this evening. Thank you, Mayor.
Right, and just to add to what you stated, we already did an appraisal on that. I know myself and another trustee was dealing with that situation in the past. So I don't think we should waste more money and do another appraisal. The appraisal is still good. So you guys should just pull that appraisal. You can pull it through Allison Key, and it's already on file. So we don't have to waste any more money.
When was the appraisal completed?
That could have been 2 years ago. I believe it was 2 years.
2017.
Right, so appraisals are only good on commercial property for 1 year.
2017, come on. Tiffany. They in 2022. Tiffany, what we doing? Tiffany, come on, man. What we doing, bro? It's like the meeting's getting worse each time.
The appraisal completed.
That could have been 2 years ago. I believe it was 2 years.
2017.
Right, so appraisals are only good on commercial property for 1 year. Correct, Trustee Norwood?
Yeah, because the market, so Mayor, the market has just changed from 2017. So I definitely suggest that we get an updated appraisal because everyone knows it's a seller's market. So right now, the values are up as opposed to 2017.
Okay, so I guess my thing to everyone would be to make sure you have an offer, not waste money. If y'all don't even have an offer on the property currently right now, that would be my suggestion to everyone. So I will talk to the attorney and I'll talk to the village as well as relates to that. But
the only reason why we asked for an appraiser, a possible buyer is interested and would like an appraisal.
Damn, what's happening? What's happening? It's like, okay, well, they made a valid point, and she still is almost like, all right, they made a valid point, but damn, why she gotta? Yeah, but like I said, it's almost like, yeah, I hear you, but like I was saying, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why do you need to go back and say the same stuff over again and really double down after we just made a point? So it's like,
so that's the only reason why I asked for an appraisal.
No, that's fine, but we don't pay for anyone's appraisal. They pay for their own appraisal if they really truly want to come to the village. We're not going to tell them what it appraised at anyway. Their job is to make a proposal and give it to the village and tell us what they would like to offer to us. We do not spend money to help them give us money. No.
Okay. But Mayor, just so
wait a minute,
you
hold
know,
up, Brittany. The only appraisal was done so that
You on mute? Can't hear
That
you.
we would know when we do make that offer. So that's why I asked for an appraisal.
Hold on,
So
wait,
we
say
would
that
know.
again.
If
Say
they
that
make an
again.
offer, they might make an offer that's unbid, but we can actually get for the property. So that's the reason why.
Okay. Okay. We get our own appraisal. We get to understand exactly what it's worth for real. Third party fucking mess around and lie or bring their. All right, hold on. Definitely to make sure that we not getting robbed.
But if things are going to go in that direction, then that's fine. But I knew Jason had sent me that one for 2017. And when I talked to Trustee Norwood, she suggested that 2017 is almost 4 years ago.
Of course, that's unacceptable.
So that's the reason why.
Okay, so we could talk offline to go back and forth over it just to cut down on the time of it, but I still suggest we do not do another appraisal. You guys can go back to the same appraisal company and they can revise the numbers for you, but that's a waste of money. So
Is that how that works? You get to go back to the appraisal company and they get to revise the number? I would think they want a fee for that. I would think they charge another fee for that.
I'm gonna leave it at that. We'll move forward. Next,
We'll move forward. I'll get with you and we can set a date. We can sit down and talk about it. Thank you.
We move forward. Point of order. Thank you. Next on the agenda, we have Public Works Trustee Steves.
Good evening, everyone. We all know that we got hit with some major snow. And first and foremost, you want to thank all the guys that have been out here humping and shoveling and working overtimes. You want to thank the public works workers, the laborers, the people out here in the cold. I think they did a good job. I think there can be some improvement in getting the streets done. There's some streets that I felt like when I was going around me and some of the trustees going around helping seniors get out, that wasn't done, but it can be improved. So we had a public works committee meeting. We found out, it was just we were only down one truck. We're up in numbers, we're up in laborers. So the biggest room is a room for improvement. But so I think public works is heading in the right direction. And again, I thank all the workers, the guys who come in late night, evening time to apply the snow because we got hit with a lot. Also, on our public works committee meeting, I talked to the director of the water department, and the director of the water department told me he would be at the meeting, and he did not show up. There's a lot of residents who have a lot of concerns about the water department. There's bills that's off. People's bills are high. Estimates are higher, and the residents wanted to know, and the department head wasn't able to come and answer these questions. So I will hope that the next public works committee meeting, that the department head from the water department will be on it and keep his word, because he told me he would be there. So next meeting that I have, I hope Brother Millmore will be there, because there's a lot of questions and a lot of concerns about that water department. And that's the end of my report.
All right, thank you, Trustee. Next, we have Fire Trustee Belcher.
Good evening, everyone. I actually have no report at this time.
All right, thank you. Next, we have Youth Trustee Norwood.
Thank you, Mayor. So I just want to thank everyone who came out for our family skate night. We had so much fun, and I enjoyed seeing everyone so much that I'm going to host a bowling skate night coming soon. So I'm also hosting a youth committee meeting this upcoming Tuesday, February 15th at 6:30 p.m., where I'll announce other events that I have coming up and some things that we're working on. But please look forward to having a family bowling night. I would love to see all Dolton residents there. If you all are not receiving updates about our events that we're throwing, anyone can feel free to send me their contact information so I can add you to the list so you won't miss the events. My phone number is 708-968-4297. Again, 708-968-4297. Or feel free to email me at bnorwood@vodolton.org. But please add yourself to the our contact list so we can send you information about our upcoming events in Dolton. Thank you, Mayor. That's the end of my report.
Thank you. Next, Finance Trustee House.
No report this evening, Mayor.
All right, thank you. Next, we're going to Department Reports. Police, Chief Collins.
Thank you, and good evening, Mayor, trustees, Madam Clerk, residents, and fellow department heads. For the month of January, the department responded to 1,355 calls for service. In addition to responding to that, the additional activity was recorded. The units wrote 135 traffic tickets, 307 parking violations, made 8 criminal arrests, and served 10 warrants. There were also 8 batteries, 1 criminal sexual assault, 1 murder, 1 robbery, 5 burglaries, 22 auto thefts, and 18 thefts and 0 arsons. What I'm also going to be working with is our media team so that we can begin to put the blotter on the village website so people have access to know what is going on around town. In addition to that, I would also like to make a mention of this. We don't know what the weather will be for the next couple of months, but if it snows again, what happens on the snow routes, if cars are parked on the snow routes, you run the risk of being towed if you do not remove your car from the snow routes. The officers will come around, and when possible, they will turn on their lights and knock on your door if they have your correct address. If nothing happens, if no one comes out and moves a car, they're going to call a tow truck and your vehicle will be removed, and that is so the plows can get through and move the snow off the main street. So if you are on a snow route, please pay attention to the street signs so that you do not get your car towed. We get a lot of phone calls after heavy snow because the officers are out there moving cars. That's all. That's the end of my report, Mayor. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Next, we have Fire Chief McCain.
Thank you, Mayor, and good evening to you, Mayor Henyard, Clerk T, Board of Trustees, Department Heads, and most importantly, the residents of the Village of Dolton. I'll begin with my fire report stats as well. Year to date, we've had 501 emergency responses since January, 171 being fire and motor vehicle accident hazmat responses, as well as 330 emergency medical responses. In addition, the fire department is now part of the new Mavis Division Training Alliance. We'll be training monthly with our neighboring departments, as well as hosting classes, which will have a dive training class tomorrow. So you'll see us out in the community more than we already are, and we like being a part of the community and being out there. I would like to also give a shout out to the members of my department who were out there during those blizzard-like conditions as they were shoveling out the hydrants. They're out there helping the residents as well and just being a part of the community. So great job to the Dolton firefighters last week during the blizzard conditions. And lastly, I look forward to working with the mayor and the board of trustees with the hiring of our next 2 firefighters off our current eligibility list. If there's any issues or complaints, please give me a call or email me and I will complete my report.
All right, thank you. Next, Public Works, Stacey Corral.
Good evening, Mayor, Board, Dolton residents. Public Works productivity, I'm sorry, let me share my video. Public Works productivity report for January 2022. Public Works will be implementing a second shift to accommodate the village in emergency and after hours situations. We appreciate your patience and understanding as we make these adjustments. For the month of December, we have trimmed several trees, including cutting down 2 large trees, completed the installation of 1 D-box, repaired 2 service line leaks, completed 6 emergency shutoffs, installed 6 stop signs and 2 street signs. We are still working with Mead Lighting to make repairs to our wiring infrastructure. Also, we've had 17 water main breaks in the month of January. And we've also completed numerous loader pickups throughout the village from fly dumping. Public Works mechanics have performed 1 job to the fire department, 0 jobs to the housing department, 2 jobs to the police department, and 22 jobs to the public works department, along with miscellaneous jobs that have come into the shop. As a reminder, please put your garbage out the night before your garbage day pickup. We are in a cold weather season. We have frigid temperatures now, and please remember to turn your cold water on and let it trickle slightly to prevent the freezing of your pipes. If you happen to see any water running or pooling from the ground, please contact Public Works. For after hours, you can call dispatch at 708-201-3242. And for any other further information needed, compliments, or requests, you can reach us Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. at 708-201-3280. Mayor, that concludes my report.
All right, thank you. Next, we have Water, William Moore. Mr. Moore, unmute yourself. Yes. Okay, you have the floor, Mr. Moore.
Okay, hi. Good afternoon, Mayor, Village Clerk, trustees, department heads, and the residents. I'm here to give my January 22 Water Department Director's Report. Mayor, under your direction, we actually started the CETA program with the LEHAP. To date, we actually have numerous residents that has applied for it, but there's just 6 that has been approved for it. And so I'd like to have the residents and to be aware of this particular program and to participate in it because we do have funding available for that. The residents can go to ceta.org.net/site, or they can call 800-571-2332, and they will qualify for a reconnection, where at this time we're not cutting water off, but they can apply for if they're back or past going to balance. They can qualify perhaps up to benefits of $1,500. And we're going to work with the media to try to get more information out. And we have flyer out, we have flyers in the water department, and we let the residents know when they come into the payment center that program is available. We need to get more participants from the residents. We do ask the residents that's on this call and to go and participate in this program to get the CETA funds that's available. And lastly, Mayor, as of January the 22, the payment center is taking in $901,516.69 in payments. And Mayor, at this time, that concludes my report.
All right, thank you. Next, we have Code Enforcement, Brian Thigpen.
Good evening, everyone. I am going to do a double report. I'm going to do the interim housing director report from Cheryl Collins, as well as the code enforcement report. To be brief, code enforcement for the month of January had a total of 81 tickets issued. Within that is also 7 for permits and licensing. As far as the housing report goes, 4 trustee deed transactions, 7 tax deed transactions, 28 rentals, 12 multifamily, 38 as-is sales, 19 quick claim transactions, 21 escrow checks deposited, 3 judicial deeds, 24 housing tickets up under them, 6 sales inspections, invoices, vacant property registrations, and all 13 topics came out to a total of $75,978 for the month. That concludes both reports.
All right, thank you. Next, we have Building and Permits. Misha.
Hello, everyone. For the month of January, the building department processed 84 permits, 19 contractor licenses, 1 motor fuel and 2 liquor tax payments. We issued 11 new water meters to be installed. And the total for the month of January is $41,659. And that's the end of my report.
All right, thank you. Next, we have corporate bills. Trustee.
I got a question for department head. May I be recognized?
We're done with the reports right now, trustee. So if you want, you can email it to them or text them to go over it.
Can the host stop muting me, please? Whoever the host is, stop muting my mic.
Oh, they just told you.
What is happening over there? Steve, who mute you, bro? Hold on, y'all heard this? Somebody muted Steve, bro. What kind of games they playing in the Steve, what's that? What's that about?
Or text them to go over it.
Can the host stop muting me, please? Whoever the host is, stop muting my mic.
Oh, they just told you guys if you not recognize or there's nothing going on, everything will be muted so we can move on with our agenda. If you have hold on, trustee. If you have any questions.
They muted him again? Hold on. Did they mute him again?
Guys, if you not recognize or there's nothing going on, everything will be muted so we can move on with our agenda. If you have hold on, trustee. If you have any questions for any department heads or anyone on here,
Did they mute him again?
email them so we can move forward with our agenda.
If the only thing about that, I asked a question to the department, I don't get the answer. We asked about the amnesty program 5 times already with the water department. We haven't got the answer, nobody. So we wait for a public meeting. We haven't got the answer from Mr. Moore yet.
Okay, so again, if you
They muted him again. They doing him dirty.
And you haven't gotten any answers as relates to things from any department, I always tell you guys, and I say it.
Bro, I've been on panels, bro. I don't like to just get muted like that, bro. You just mute me, bro. They muted the man again.
Again, call my phone. I tell y'all that always. So we don't have to get here to this board meeting. You say that someone did not give you any information. I cannot address nothing if I don't know about it. So again, I'm directing you to basically either call me, send an email, call Keith Freeman. He's been very open to everybody here on this board, and everyone talks to everyone. So it's not a problem. So just if you could use any one of them outlets.
That's just not reality, but okay, that's just not gonna happen. You know, I'm not actually be able to ask the department head a question. I asked him to come to my meeting, he didn't come.
Yo, Steve, love to put up a fight, man. Just go ahead, man. Just do it her way. Like, just do it her way, bro. You always want to fight.
Asked him a few times. I asked Keith about the amnesty.
Hold on, wait. Oh, they muted him again. Wait.
Asked the department head a question. I asked him to come to my meeting, he didn't come. I asked him a few times. I asked Keith about the amnesty.
They muted him again, yo. These people vicious. They muted the man mid-sentence. Nah, but what he's saying is, okay, see, because I'm like, why don't you just go with what she's saying, bro? Why you always want to be combative? But he's saying, like, yo, I'll be contacting these same dudes, and they'll never return my call. They don't even show up to my meeting. So it's like you sending me to people that's already brushing me off. Okay, I got you. If that's what he's saying, I got him. But they muted him while he was saying it.
And everyone talks to everyone. So it's not a problem. So just if you could use any one of them outlets.
That's just not reality, but okay, that's just not gonna happen. You know, I'm not actually be able to ask the department head a question. I asked him to come to my meeting, he didn't come. I asked him a few times. I asked Keith about the amnesty.
He don't even know he muted.
Stop unmuting me. I'm talking.
Yo, that's violation. Who is behind? Yo, Steve, I would have came with you. Steve, call me. Me and you would have went together. Who the one running that, bro? Yo, bro, why was you muting Steve's? Like, yo, bro, why was you muting Steve's, bro? Violation. That's so disrespectful. So disrespectful. Nah, listen, if I was Steve's, I want to fight somebody. I ain't gonna lie, I want to fight. Like, what? Like, yo, bro, stop muting me, bro. Like, yo, bro, you mute me one more time, I'm coming where you at. That's so disrespectful. And Steve ain't even realize he was muted. He started. He was there. Yo, stop muting me, bro. Yeah, that's messed up what they doing him.
Could use any one of them outlets.
That's just not reality, but okay, that's just not gonna happen. You know, I'm not actually be able to ask the department head a question. I asked him to come to my meeting, he didn't come. I asked him a few times. I asked Keith about the amnesty. Stop unmuting me. I'm talking right now. Whoever the host, stop unmuting.
Okay, so
that's my point.
Trustee, your point is noted. We're gonna just move forward. If you could, you and I can talk after the board meeting.
But you ain't gonna address that the dude muted him while he was talking? That's so disrespectful.
To get whatever address that you need. So next we have
nah, bro. Yo, nah, I would have took that so personal. I ain't gonna lie. I would have took that so personal. They did it to him like 2 or 3 times while he was talking. Nah.
Corporate bills, Jason House. Trustee.
Okay, well, now I was confused. Trustee Steve, were you finished with your point? I will yield my time to him if he had.
Yeah, I was finished, but they keep on muting me.
Point of order, guys. Point of order. So what I'm stating is that we would address.
Okay, House, I see what you're doing. House like, yo, that ain't fair. House like, yo, that ain't fair, bro. I'm gonna see if I can. Yeah. Let Trustee Steve. She like, nah, bro. Point of order. What you doing? Don't save him. Yo, yes, Steve, boy, they doing him dirty today.
Any of his concerns after the meeting. I would like to move forward with the agenda so we can move forward with the corporate bills. Trustee House, you have the floor.
Well, Mayor, so I'm going to pause for a moment because I understand what you're saying, and we all want to get through the agenda. But I feel that we're going to waste more time having these discussions versus just actually asking a question and addressing it.
So I would, that's why I chose to yield my time. And should I do so? I think that is completely inconsiderate to just mute somebody during their speech.
Facts. Big facts. I ain't even know that. Like, bro, that was so disrespectful, bro. I want to know who doing it.
So if Trustee Steve is done, I will proceed with corporate bills. However, that was my reason for yielding.
Okay, point of order. Once again, we're going to move forward to the corporate bills. We're not going to have a debate or discussion as relates to question. Q&A.
Oh, man.
If anyone
All
have
right,
any
so
questions,
this is not going to go good. Corporate bills is where they always argue when it's time to pay the bills. This is how they about to enter going into corporate bills. They already got like, oh, man, it's not going to go good. And Tiffany, your people violating, bro. And you, like, bro, they just did Steve's dirty, bro. And House is trying to stand up for him because that's messed up. How you mute the man? That's absolutely no respect for the man. That's absolutely showing the man absolutely no respect. And these is government officials up here. Like, you still got to treat them like, bro, these is government officials, bro. Like, how you mute? Oh, my God. I don't know how they able to. Like, bro, this is insubordination. Somebody's supposed to get reprimanded for this, bro. How you mute this man middle? Who did it?
I'm telling you guys the proper way to handle it so that we can take care of the business here at the board meeting and not put on a show as relates to back and forth. If
Come on, man. This wasn't a show, bro. Y'all ain't have to do him like that, bro. Because you at the end of the day, you directing him to people that he said he's been reaching out to that be brushing him off. You just gonna ignore that? That's crazy. Nah, come on, man. I heard what he said.
You can reach out to Keith Freeman or myself to address any concern anyone has. So him asking him a question or going back and forth is not going to get anything accomplished tonight. So if you would call my phone or call Keith or email Keith, and we will address anything that any board.
Just call her, bro. Yo, Steve, just call her, bro. Avoid all the drama, bro. Just call her, man. Because ridiculous, bro.
Member has moving forward. So right now we are on corporate bills.
So, Mayor, is your stance that the board is not allowed to speak with department heads?
It is not, Trustee, and I'm not about to do that with you. I'm not about to go back and forth. So is you going to move forward? I need to call on someone else.
Damn, bruh. Bruh, he ain't even, bruh, she got an attitude. She got an attitude, bro. She doing them dirty, and House is like, so Mayor, are you trying to say that? No, I'm not. And you know something's wrong with it. Come on, man.
To go over the corporate bill, sir.
I just wanted an answer to the question. That was all, Mayor.
It's been answered and we moving forward. So here we go.
But she got an attitude because listen, the man real calm. He's like, so Mayor, are you saying that the kid talk to the department heads? That's not what I'm saying. And then I'm not trying to have a back and forth. Like, I'm not trying to have a back and forth, man. I just asked a question. I'm good with the answer. Like, why are you so snappy, bro? She is snappy. Like, she not in a good mood.
Move forward. I need to call on someone else to go over the corporate bill, sir.
I just want
that any board member has moving forward. So right now we are on corporate bills.
So, Mayor, is your stance that the board is not allowed to speak with department heads?
It is not, Trustee, and I'm not about to do that with you. I'm not about to go back and forth. So is you going to move forward? I need to call on someone else to go over the corporate bill, sir.
I just wanted an answer to the question. That was all, Mayor.
Nah. You see, like, I'm a man, too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, you dealing with me like this? Like, bro, I asked you real calm, real nice to you. I'm not gonna be doing this with you. Like, yo, why? All right. Nah, I don't like that. Cause like, listen, they ain't doing nothing wrong right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not doing anything wrong. This is just they muted this guy Steve while he was talking, bro. Bro, they muted Steve's in the middle, like, nah, bro. Keep the change.
It's been answered and we moving forward. So here we go. Point of order. Move on. We on corporate bills.
Man, we don't hold on.
Hold on. Trustee Steves, we're not about to do that tonight. Trustee House, we're not about to do that.
Okay. Wait, why you call House? Why she call House this time? House ain't even saying nothing this time. Damn, she called out both of them. Trustee Steves, Trustee House. Hey! She about to start some drama. It's about to go down, y'all. They ain't even getting to the what is it? With the money, the finance meeting. What the fuck? We're gonna get back to it. They're gonna say it again. God damn, corporate bills. That's what it is. Corporate bills. This don't look like it's gonna work out. This don't look like it's gonna work out. And Steve's, he don't never want to let stuff go, bruh. Steve don't never want to let stuff go. Be like, yo, bro, let it go, bruh. Steve ready for the argument. He be like, let's argue. Nah. She be like, I'm not trying to, nah, I'm like, Steve, I'd be like, Steve, man, just let it go, bro.
This whole conversation. Can I motion that we go to executive session to have to discuss the.
Here we go. Point of order. Move on. We on corporate bills.
Keep
we
change.
don't, hold on.
Hold on. Trustee Steves, we're not about to do that tonight. Trustee House, we're not about to do that.
Okay, so maybe let's have this whole conversation. Can I motion that we go to executive session to have to discuss the proper way, so that way we're not here.
No, we're not. We're about to move on to corporate.
He said no. I mean, she ain't trying to hear it. Whatever Steves is trying to say, she not trying to hear it. She ain't want to do corporate nothing. She don't want to do executive meeting. She don't want to do none of that. Because she's not trying to hear it.
We're either going to motion to go in.
Either going to motion to go into executive session. We'll adjourn the whole meeting.
But that's on you guys. We still have to take care of the business at hand, which is pay the bills. Because everyone throws tantrums, people get mad. Y'all got to be adults. We can't sit here and say,
oh, she about to lecture them. See, I've seen this enough to know, like, okay, well, see, in earlier meetings, my whole thing is, hey, she said contact such and such. Why are you making a big deal? Contact the people and stop trying to go around it. You hear that again, you hear that again. I'm like, is they not contacting these people? And then you start hearing, well, I've been contacting such and such, and they ain't been returning my calls. And I'm like, really, Mayor? And she say, well, contact me then. And I'll be like, well, contact her. Contact her. But as time goes on, you start realizing, like, wait. So these people still not responding to them? How much times have you heard that they haven't responded to them and you ain't go and check your administration for not doing the job? So I'm like, wait, at what point do you say, yo, let me call my people and see what's going on and why they not reaching out to you and why you got to keep reaching out to me? Because could you imagine? All the trustees call her about 10 times a day, 15, 20 times a day because they can't get nobody. So they keep calling her. And then she got to get the job done. No, she going to be like, yo, man, what y'all doing? Why they keep calling me, man? I'm busy. I got stuff to do. Y'all got me taking care of this. Ain't this your job? Why they calling? I'm sure she would get upset with that. Having to constantly do the job of her people because they don't want to answer the phone. And and the trustees keep calling her about the... I don't understand why would you even... I heard enough times they said, yo, your people's ain't answering the phone. And I never really heard her say, yo, you know what? I'm going to look into that. I'm going to see why that's happening. I'm going to see. She just basically like, well, call me then. She never say, I'm going to check on what's going on and why y'all ain't. I don't never hear her say that. She always say, just call me instead. I'll be like, okay. I let that go a couple times. And now I'm like, yo, you ain't never going to check your people for not doing their job.
My motion is to go in executive session. May I ask for a second?
You out of order. You're out of order. I'm second. We're not going to sit here and keep pausing when everyone gets upset about something. We move on with the business. I'm telling you guys I'm going to answer whatever questions you need. Don't come to a board meeting and do this. This is what we do because people get their way.
Wow. So, you've been the queen of doing the pace stuff.
Ooh, see, Steve, bro, you don't make it no better, man. Steve, you the queen of that. Oh, man, look at Belcher having a gay old time. Belcher is loving this right here. Belcher loving this. Look at Belcher. She got that smile like, yeah, bitch. Yeah. Belcher is loving it. But, Steve, let it go, bro. Let it go, man. See if you can get this. See, this is the thing, right? I'm all for what they saying and all for what they want to do. They want to do the executive meeting. They want to call a vote and whatever, right? Do it, bro. Don't argue with her, bro. Don't argue with her, bro. House, don't be arguing with her, bro. She be saying a bunch of slick shit. That nigga House be like, all right, I got you. I'm going to be mayor in like 2 years. Don't worry. House be like, yeah, all right, keep trying to play me. In 2 years, I'm going to be mayor. Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. House, he be chilling. He like, yeah, I got you. I think he be planning and scheming on her ass, too. He be like, don't worry, I got you. Oh, word? Oh, we not doing this today? Okay, no problem. You got to be more like House, bro. Stop trying to go back and forth and argue with her, bro. It's not worth it. You start looking like, you know, like a woman. Arguing with her like that.
Out of order. I'm second. We're not going to sit here and keep pausing when everyone gets upset about something. We move on with the business. I'm telling you guys I'm going to answer whatever questions you need. Don't come to a board meeting and do this. This is what we do because people get their way. So,
you've been the queen of doing the pace stuff since you've been off.
We're not about to do that. Are we moving on to corporate bills?
No, we're not moving on to corporate bills. You didn't make a motion to it.
Okay, well, go ahead. Go right ahead.
Somebody muted him again, bro. Oh. no violation. Somebody muted Steve again. Yo, they doing him dirty. I gotta laugh. Yo, they disrespecting the fuck out of Steve. Yo, they disrespecting. Yo, boy, they doing Steve. They doing you. Hey, cause you keep having attitude, Steve. You need to chill, bro. Let the house handle this, bro. No, man, cause you been the queen of. Nah, they muted it. They muted. Mute that ass, nigga. Bro, just chill, man. Let house handle this. Y'all gonna make the vote. It's the vote that counts. She can run her mouth all she want. No, ain't no amount of words she say gonna matter when y'all make that vote, bro. Don't argue with her back and forth, bro.
We're not about to do that. Are we moving on to corporate bills?
No, we're not moving on to corporate bills. We're gonna make a motion to.
Okay, well, go ahead. Go right ahead.
Can the host stop muting me while
He like, yo, y'all gonna keep, yo, you know he right, if you mute me again, hey boy, if you mute me one more, yo, they doing him dirty. They doing him dirty.
Moving on to corporate bills.
No, we're not moving on to corporate bills. We're gonna make a motion to.
Okay, well, go ahead. Go right ahead.
Can the host stop muting me while I'm speaking?
Oh, go ahead.
Disrespectful as hell.
It is.
I'm making a motion to go to executive session and get this handled.
All right.
We're not from the pause for the meeting to go in closed session to handle Q&A that we can handle after this is done. We're here to take care of the business at hand.
If he calls the motion, can she stop the motion? If he calls the motion, I guess it's up to vote after that.
That is the structure of a board meeting. Not when someone throws a tantrum or get upset because something get answered. We move forward and we need to take care of the corporate bills. We must pay our bills, guys. That is where we are.
So we motion in second for executive session.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, it don't matter what she say, bro. Just be quiet, and when she finished talking, motion. Cause I'm like, wait, could she override the motion just by saying nah? Cause the way I seen it going is that it's the votes that count. She can say whatever the hell she want. I ain't arguing with her. I'm not arguing with her. Yo, when she finished talking, you ready to vote? Cause I don't know what she talking about. We voting? All right, cause yeah, she gonna run her mouth all she want. That's how House is dealing with it. House let her run. He like, yo, she saying all that shit. House like, yo. Anyway, we doing the motion in the second? Straight up, like, bro, don't let her, like, stop, don't give in to her, bro. Steve is too emotional, man.
We're here to take care of the business at hand. That is the structure of a board meeting. Not when someone throws a tantrum or get upset because something get answered. We move forward and we need to take care of the corporate bills. We must pay our bills, guys. That is where we are.
So we motion in second for executive session.
Okay.
Exactly. Look, what she had to say. Okay. She just said no when Steve tried to do it, right? That's what I'm telling you, Steve. You too emotional, bro. You gotta handle that like a professional, like a G. That man sat there, listened to her. He's like, "Oh, we motioned it in a second, right?" And what she said, "Okay, easy right there." Like, bro, don't let her get too sensitive, boy.
So we motion in second for executive session.
Okay.
Exactly. What you gonna do? Nothing. You can't like sit here arguing with her for, man.
So no one wants to go and pay the bills.
It's a waste of time.
Okay.
Are we going to executive session?
Look, all the stuff she just argued about, she can't fight. Like, bro, I don't know why he was arguing with her.
Okay,
bro, y'all got this. She can't fight it. What's the point of arguing?
That's not a personnel matter. Oh, okay.
They don't gotta answer. Look. They don't, bro. Steve, that's what I'm trying to tell you, Steve. You get too emotional, you need to just bro, you already know. Listen, she can say whatever she want. When she finished talking, call the vote, bro. All that shit she talking about, waste of time. She did all of that, and they still going to do it. You did all that like she was going to stop. So no, we're not doing that because we got to go to corporate bills and what. And you know they about to go to executive session. They still going to come back and do the meeting. So what was the point of all of that?
You guys know how this is about to go.
Oh, she about to election him? She about to election him.
So just to clarify for the record, personnel is not a legally recognized exception. So we have to be clear when we go into closed session what the.
All right. Hold on. She went and called a lawyer on their ass. All right, lawyer. Make it plain, lawyer. Make sure we understand what's going on here. Hey. She went and called a lawyer for their ass. You damn right. I hear that, Tiffany.
For the record, personnel is not a legally recognized exception. So we have to be clear when we go into closed session what the exemption is. General personnel is not legally sufficient to employ that exemption.
Well, thank you, Attorney Raines. So I would motion that we go in for the reasons stated on the agenda to cover that in closed session and then return.
Which reason is that, Trustee House? Which
we have
number?
Items
Look at
15A
Tiffany.
and B.
He pissed. Tiffany pissed. She pissed.
15A discussion. Okay. Imminent litigation. Okay. So the record.
But come on,
here,
though.
thank
Like, I
you.
mean, like, bro, it's not like she trying to bully them niggas.
Thank you very much.
Look at Kiana loving all of this.
All right, just so everyone's clear for the record, she said that we can't go in closed session for the items that is on the agenda, but we are not going in the closed session for what Trustee Steve wants. That is not a agenda item, so we can't go and y'all want to pause the meeting to deal with that. Business, we can, but we need to go back and deal with the agenda items at hand.
She want to make sure she ain't talking. All right, listen, she ain't compromising with Steve, bro. She said, all right, y'all call a meeting, no problem, but we ain't discussing that shit that Steve want to talk about. I bet you that. Oh, she ain't playing. She ain't playing.
So that means that any residents that's watching this, we're going to mute you once again. It is like 7:41 p.m. and tell you we can't talk about the village business until we come out of closed session, and then we will re-adjourn about the village business.
Wow.
So there's a motion to go in closed session, and there has been a second for the items listed on agenda 15A and B. Clerk, can you call the roll?
Wow.
I'm sorry, can you tell me who motioned and who second? I didn't hear that.
That was Trustee House, and I don't know who seconded. Who seconded?
I second. Norwood? Okay, thank you. Okay, Trustee Steve?
Aye.
Trustee Norwood? Aye. Trustee Belcher? Belcher?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Trustee Holmes?
Aye.
Trustee Brown?
Aye.
Trustee House?
Aye.
Okay.
Okay, so
Executive session at 44.
All right, so that's the closed session. I mean, that leads up to that, and then they're gonna come back, and I guess they're gonna do corporate bills. You know, corporate bills is where all the fighting happens. Corporate bills is where all the drama is, because as soon as they start mentioning paying bills, the fight starts. The fight starts. All right, everybody getting back?
I will ask right now.
Our list. So, okay. And I have one question. Corporate bills, we generally get two different lists. We only received the actual payments. We didn't get the credit card and the credit card list. So, is that forthcoming? Or did something happen that did not have that?
I'm aware that we did not receive that. I will ask right now. If you want to go over the first one while we're working on that, we can move. Can y'all find out? Go ahead. You can start.
Corporate bills are registered as corporate payments of $1,166,939.78. Manual accounts payable checks $125,386.58. Gross payroll January 14th, $379,805.49. Gross payroll January 28th, $422,819.88. Manual payroll checks $4,654.21. The Melanie Fitness Center has payments of $9,712.73. Gross payroll January 14th, $1,233.11. Gross payroll January 28th of $1,233.11. Total corporate payments, $2,111,784.89. My motion would be for this warrant list that we pay all of the bills with the exception of the following. No payments on the manual AP checks, with the exception of Paycom. Paycom is okay. The rest of the manual AP checks not approve at this time. And also we would like to remove Laurel's Season for grass cutting and 5 Star from this warrant list. All other bills I motion that we approve.
Rumorville, what's up?
All right, is there a second?
Second.
Can you call the roll, Clerk?
Trustee Steve?
Aye.
Trustee Norwood?
Aye.
Trustee Belcher?
Aye.
Trustee Holmes?
Aye.
Trustee Brown?
Aye.
Trustee House?
Aye.
Motion passed.
All right, Administrator Keith, you are on.
Thank you, Mayor. Trustee House, I did not actually receive the rest of the warrant list with you. So I'll have a conversation with Chris, and I'll send it via email, and I'll CC you on it, so you can see. Thank you very much, sir. If I can ask, can we include that in next month's corporate bills for approval, please? Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, next on the agenda is new business. Discussion and possible action regarding override of mayoral veto of the extension of the TIP agreement with Location Finders, LFI. Attorney, well, that ain't who put on the agenda, so House, Trustee House, you have the floor.
Okay, this was an extension agreement that was made with the developer of the property, also looking to work on additional economic development for the village of Dolton. So I was asking the board for approval of the override of the mayor veto that we grant the 3-year TIF extension to Location Finders International. So I motion for the approval of the mayoral veto.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, I heard two people.
Trustee Brown.
Thank you. Trustee Steve?
Hold on 1 minute, clerk.
Okay, sure. I'm sorry.
Any discussion?
Yeah, Trustee House, can you go into what LFI is responsible for in the village of Dolton, developments and land and property that they own right now?
So they were, I was hoping they would have been able to rejoin, but the break in the meeting did not provide. So LFI has been doing work in the village of Dolton for the last 20 years. They took part, and I don't want to say give complete responsibility, but they were partial developers in the Food for Less development, Walgreens development, and those items. Some of the discussions that we had for this agreement was that they would continue to work with the village of Dolton to seek additional developments for the village, and they also assisted when Walgreens was looking to leave the village of Dolton and working on a solution that would keep them here.
Yeah, Walgreens is ready to leave, and they're the ones that kept Walgreens here. I know years ago they were trying to get a Chase Bank here, but at the time the board didn't kind of mess that up. But so they were responsible for a lot of development here.
Okay. Any more discussion? Okay. So as it relates to me vetoing this, I veto the economic development extension that will pay a company additional $1 million to continue to bring businesses to Dolton. And the reason why I veto the economic development extension that will pay a company additional $1 million to continue to bring businesses to Dolton. And the reason why I did that, respectively, I believe that the $1 million should have been reallocated towards infrastructure, which I know that all of us want and need because we have a water main break literally every day almost in Dolton. So the money did not have to go to this new developer, existing developer, and it could have went to rebuilding our town.
I mean, developer been helping this community build up for 20 years. I think they supposed to.
And our grant money should also be given to the people, which it was intended for.
She feel what, you don't got enough money to do that other stuff? All right, fine. If the city is strapped for cash and we don't got the money to pay for all this other stuff, so why would we spend that money when we could put it into this? We don't got no money to fix all that other stuff? Because if we don't, I get it. But if we do, why they've been doing this for 20 years? That means they got a good reputation.
We requested it. Think about it. With all the water main breaks, the broken sidewalks, and much, much more, that money could be best used towards that versus basically giving it to someone and hoping that we will receive a return on our investments. Yet our board of trustees, with the exception of one, has committed to giving nearly $1 million to a company that won't even commit to putting up one more business in Dolton in writing. We could have easily committed to getting a target.
Okay, she said they won't commit to at least, but I mean, whatever the stipulations is, sound like she don't like the fact that they willing to give them the money, but this company is not willing to go by some of the stipulations that they have. Fair enough.
Walmart, single restaurant, nothing. So that is my issue with the company that we have now. They have been here for several years. And yes, they did bring those items to the village of Dolton. But over the last 3 years, they haven't brought a single business to Dolton. So I don't think the board of trustees should agree to vote and give them an additional 3 years. You guys could have did a month. You guys could have did a 1-year agreement, anything just to see what they would bring and hold their feet to the fire.
We can't give the company that's been working with us for 20 years another 3 years to see if they're going to do what we expect of them. I think you could get them that, though.
Tell them they have to do something. So we don't have nothing in writing saying they have to produce to us. Right now, all we have is someone's word, basically a gentleman's handshake, saying that they will bring something to Dolton, yet they haven't brought nothing over the last 3 years. And I just didn't think it was warranted for us to do so. I think we should have allocated those dollars for something else major.
I'm saying for the last 3 years, who's been pressing them to bring anything? I mean, now that you make it a big deal, maybe they might do it. I mean, I'm not sure if the last mayor even cared. So maybe in the last 3 years, they wasn't really pressed to do that. But now that you're the new mayor, if you give them a chance, maybe they'll, they've been doing this for 20 years.
Such as the infrastructure, which is crumbling now. I just think that this was not the best move for Dolton. As mayor, I have been reaching out to different people to come to Dolton, and I do know that the person that owns the land next to Food for Less is currently now structuring a redevelopment plan for that area. So I don't want the guy to say that he bought that to the town because he did not. The owners, I met with them, and they redoing the Burger King and everything over there in that shopping center. So I just would like people sometimes to just communicate, and we can come up with the best solution for Dolton, yet just study voting for people that haven't produced within the last 3 years. I just think it's time to change the way we doing business. And we should basically not give them another 3-year deal of $1 million, and we should wait and use that money for something else, because we can't allocate the funds for something more important, which the people so deserve and need right now today. So that is my explanation as relates to why I vetoed it and why I think that they're not best suited for Dolton going forward. So thank you guys. Clerk Key, you can call the roll. You on mute.
Trustee Steve?
Aye.
Trustee Norwood?
Aye.
Trustee Belcher? Belcher? I didn't hear you, trustee.
Aye.
Thank you, trustee Holmes.
My vote is still no. On,
I'm sorry, trustee?
my vote is still no on that one.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
gotcha.
voting with
Trustee
the mayor.
Brown?
Okay.
Aye. Trustee House?
Aye.
Motion passed.
All right, next on the agenda is approval of a new digital. Can you guys mute your phones? Mute your phones. All right, thank you. Okay, next on the agenda is approval of a new digital sign for in front of the police station to replace the old digital sign. This was placed on the agenda by
let's see if they pass it.
Chief Collins.
Let's see if they
Trustee
pass
Holmes, would you like to speak to this? Oh, is there a motion? Can I have a motion?
A motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Oh, they about to pass that.
Trustee Brown for second. Any
Correct,
discussion? Any discussion?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I have a discussion. I just got a quick question. I know this was brought up in a committee meeting. I just want to be clear because the chief said that we were able to use asset forfeiture monies for this. So I want to be clear, is that still the case?
He sure did say that.
It is.
He sure did say
Any
that.
other questions? All right.
So asset forfeiture monies will be used for the purchase of the marquee.
That's correct.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Clerk Key, you got something? Go ahead, Trustee Holmes.
The chief did state that the funds would be used from there, but also at the same time, as I explained before, with the update, with safety concerns, as the alerts go out, everybody doesn't get the alert, but we may have someone that are coming from Chicago, surrounding suburbs, and may be passing these individuals if that missing person report is generated on this new sign, a picture, or any concerns that are in Dolton, that has happened in Dolton, and they're going past and don't know. But then some clicks in their mind if they see that picture and that message, then they can call 911. So we just like to be updated with everything. Even if it's an Amber Alert out, everybody doesn't get the Amber Alert, but a person that's coming past or walking past may have seen something. So I would like to appreciate the board to approve this so we can be updated with everything. And thank you, Trustee Belcher. Thank you, Trustee Brown.
All right.
Okay, you ready?
All right.
Trustee, I'm going to take the roll. Trustee Steve?
Aye.
Trustee Norwood?
Aye.
Trustee Belcher?
Aye.
Trustee Holmes?
Aye.
Trustee Brown?
Aye.
Trustee House?
Aye.
Motion passed.
All right, thank you. Next, we have approval of the barnacles devices for the police department. It's also put on by Trustee Holmes and also Chief Collins. Is there a motion to approve?
I motion.
Is there a second? No second?
No second? Hold on.
I motion.
By Trustee Holmes and also Chief Collins. Is there a motion to of the barnacles devices for the police department?
Aye.
Motion passed.
All right, thank you. Next, we have approval of the barnacles devices for the police department. It's also put on by Trustee Holmes and also Chief Collins.
Barnacle devices. I don't know what that is, but they ain't trying to pass that.
Is there a motion to approve?
I motion.
Is there a second? No second? Is there a second to approve? Okay. Motion dies, no second. But just for the record, guys, you guys had this in your police committee meeting that Trustee Holmes had it. Let me see. And I don't understand that here we go again. When we get here, it's a whole different agenda. You guys had approved for this to come out of committee and come onto this board for approval. So I guess you guys must have changed your minds. So with that being said, moving on. Mayor's report. First, I want to say hello to all my residents. I thank you for always being supportive of me and making sure that I am good as relates to my new position. So I thank you. First, I would like to say, let me go to my report. Seniors, you know, I got nothing but love for you because at the end of the day, we all will become a senior eventually. So I just want people to know, never forget about our seniors. They are the root of the community, literally, because without them, there's no us. Now, in January, I implemented our new annual senior snow removal program. Qualified seniors receive free snow removals from their homes for the entire winter. And today, we proudly announced that we service over 600 seniors, and 600 seniors had registered to get their snow removed. The storm was really bad, and a lot of times people don't prepare for it. But I just am thankful for all involved, everyone that helped, everyone that came down, everyone that supported. I even had residents inboxing me saying, Mary, I got my snowblower, I'm coming to help. So I want to give a shout out to Ben. Ben did come and put 2 big snowblowers in his minivan and actually help with the senior snow removal as well. And we had several other residents do the same. So I just like to thank all that was involved in this initiative, and then making sure that the seniors were safe and being able to get to the doctor appointments and also go get their medicine from Walgreens. So thank you again to everyone involved. And thank you, JTS. You came and you showed up and showed out, and you also helped plow driveways out as well. And PW, I can't forget y'all. I love y'all to death. Y'all been over backwards as related to that snowstorm. So I want to give a special thanks to everyone in public works, everyone, especially my superintendent, Stacy Corral, because without you guys, oh my God, we would have had so many complaints because you guys was in the front of the storm and you guys came and shoveled the main streets. You guys also did blocks and you also did alleys. So I thank you guys for putting in 12-hour shifts, and I thank you guys for always arranging a safe passage for the seniors and those that even came in overnight after we got complaints again, whether it was through Facebook or however people responded to us. You guys still got up and came out of your homes and made sure we cleared the pathway for the senior or for the block so people can park on it. I do want to announce that we will be putting signage throughout Dolton. We're probably gonna start in segments. So, we got the west, east, south, north side of town, and we're probably gonna start on the west side of town with signage stating that you need to park to the left on, say, Tuesday, Thursday, and then vice versa on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So that is coming. So when you see the signage, don't be alarmed, just try to follow the directions. So once the weather do break for the spring, we can get the street sweepers down the road and it will be already a schedule. So now cars will be out the way so we can keep our community clean. So I just want to make sure you knew that. I also want to give a special thanks to my fire department for clearing out all the fire hydrants so that if there was a fire or anything happened in town, they was able to find the hydrant and also put the fire out on your home. So I thank you guys for just being a team and making sure that community was safe from both departments, public works and the fire department, and of course the police department as well. You guys went and did well-being checks on residents and made sure people was able to get out and make sure that seniors did have heat as well. So we had warming centers throughout Dolton that we also supplied for residents, and we also took people to different locations. We became a taxi service. It was crazy. It was amazing. I just thank all my staff. Nikita, I appreciate you. She's my chief of staff, because without her, I swear, it would have just been chaotic. She have given us a ton of structure. I love the point of having a call center to answer all the calls. People, residents, you guys are loving it because you told me that you can get a live person. Half the time when you call after hours, you cannot talk to anyone, and you guys love the fact that people pick up. We had people even call at 4 a.m. in the morning. Telling us, oh, is this really got a person? Yes, you do. And I'm just thankful for all the great things that's happening. And don't get me wrong, guys, some people don't like change. Some people are afraid of change. Half the time when you make change, people just not used to the new way of things, so they kind of buck at it a little bit. And that's understandable, but I kid you not, it's all for the betterment of Dolton. So thank you to everyone that supported us during the snowfall, which we had a storm in a while. And I know we said 2 inches, but we probably need to go 3 inches because the list keep growing. A lot of people still need the help, and I understand that. So I just want to give a special thanks once again. I know I said it 3 times, but this is how grateful I am for my team that I have around me. My public works, the guys work 12-hour shifts. I love them to death. Thank you guys over there. John, thank you for coming back out on Sunday and shoveling snow for a resident that couldn't get out of her garage in the alley. So thank you, John Conway, and thank you, Stacy, for all your direction. I also want to give a special thanks to Keith Freeman, you on here, my new administrator, Keith Freeman. He has been nothing but a breath of fresh air. He's been getting structure as it relates to the town and as it relates to the staff here at the village. I'm just happy for the overall facelift as it relates to just relationships, people calling and talking to each other. I'm just happy to be able to try to bridge that gap. So thank you, Keith Freeman, for all that you do. And Chief Collins, I can't forget you because you had them guys out there doing well-being check and making sure that the residents were safe, whether it was a senior or anybody. So I thank you just for your leadership and your direction in that department alone. And I know you got it the toughest because you are short manpower, but you guys still made it happen and show community that you cared about them first. So thank you, everyone. Next. This Wednesday, I am hosting my second virtual town hall meeting. It will be streamed live via YouTube. It will be at 6 p.m. And again, a friendly reminder, please send your questions to communications@vodolton.org. Again, it is communications@vodolton.org. Next, on February 15th, we are teaming up with the Chicago Urban League to host a 6-week entrepreneur program that will help new or inspiring entrepreneurs from start to finish on how to adequately start a business and also finish a business. So if you guys want to be an entrepreneur like myself, please, you need to come to this event. It will start on February 15th. You need to sign up, and it is actually helping you become an entrepreneur. So if you ever thought about leaving your job, you ever thought about that idea that you got on the shelf, you want to dust it off and try to bring it to fruition, this will be the place to be. You have great people, great leaders around you to help direct you on getting started. But guess what? The seating is limited. So you guys might want to make sure you sign up right away because we can only seat 30 people. And of course, if it's a success, which I know it would be, we will increase it later so that more people can join on another 6 weeks course. But I am a true believer of entrepreneurship. I believe in everyone should try and create something of their own and then move forward. Nikita, what is how do they sign up for the Urban League?
We're gonna have them call.
What's the number?
877.
Okay, I'm gonna give you guys the number to call, the 877 number to sign up for the Chicago Urban League, and then we're also gonna put something out on our Facebook page and our Village of Dawn website. 336-69. Okay, and believe it or not, you guys can't call this number for anything. The number is 877-336-1269. Again, the number is 877-336-1269. Ooh, I don't know what this is. Yeah, I repeat again, 877-336-1269. And you can call whether it's a water main break. That's what I love about the phone number is when issues happen and we're closed after hours, people call this number and you can get a live person to tell you what's going on as it relates to a water main break, when the water will be restored, things of that nature. So it's been working out really, really good. Next, February is American Heart Month, and to celebrate good health, we have some much needed information for you. On Sunday, February 20th, from 12 p.m. until 4 p.m. Again, that is February 20th, from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. We are falling in love with good health and wealth. First, we have our senior health fair, and that will be held at Thornridge High School, and that will be door 10. Again, that's at Thornridge High School, and it will be at door 10. Seniors will have the opportunity to receive stroke screenings, blood pressure screenings, eye screenings, and much, much more. Guess what? All free. Free of charge. Everybody know I'm a free mayor. I don't believe in charging residents or the seniors for anything. So this is free. Just come out and know your status as it relates to your health. However, you must register. And the reason why we ask for registration so we'll know the count of how many people. And we will also have COVID testing, vaccinations, and boosters on site as well. Again, that is Sunday, February 20th, from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. And you can register by calling the 877-336-1269. Again, the number is 877-336-1269. Next, on that same exact day, residents, what if I told you I would give you $1,000 to lose weight? Yes, $1,000. We are starting our Village of Dolton Weight Loss Challenge. Basically, you're going to weigh in on Sunday, February 20th at Thornridge High School. Again, you're going to weigh in on Sunday, February 20th at Thornridge High School. This event will be fun-packed and residents can enter for free. Again, register at 877-336-1269. It will be one man and one woman will win $500 apiece. Winners are determined by the total percentage of weight loss. So that is fair for everyone. What else? Our residents, the answer to the contest is free. Just present an ID that has the Dolton address on it. I hope you guys keep note of all the upcoming events that we have for you for February. Nikita, are you ready with your video? Okay, next we have.
Please don't troll in this chat. Thank you very much.
Compiled a short video to showcase everything we have done in this short period, and more is to come. So Nikita, it's so amazing. You made a video. Let's see. Okay, where is it? Okay, he's gonna share the screen. And then Nikita, the floor is yours.
Some of this. Is she? Wait. Is this like a commercial? It's like a trailer. Oh, man. It's like a promo. Oh, it's a presentation.
Maybe I'll break in.
We're gonna skip some of that. Oh, mercy.
All right, everyone. We had a little technical difficulties, but we're back. Basically, I just want to thank everybody again for always chiming in and giving me the opportunity to rebuild Dolton and make Dolton great again. We had a lot of good accomplishments, and we had some things that we did have to change and go back to the drawing board and fix or redo. So I just want to thank everybody again for just believing in me. So next, we will start with citizens address. If you could, whoever the host is, you can start with citizens address.
Hi, Mayor. I'm going to go ahead and read the citizens address. If you can mute, I'm getting some back feed. All right. Someone is asking, why was my comment removed? First question. Okay, next one is.
You're not gonna answer that. Why was my comment removed? Yeah, wait for the answer.
Okay, that is related to topic. Where are the responses to the citizens address from previous meetings? I cannot find it on the website.
Hey, I'm to the point where I don't think they're answering these citizens address. I don't think they answering none of these comments, bro. Because I'm like, so when you ask why was my comment deleted, yeah, you gotta wait till tomorrow to get an answer. They're not gonna remember. They're like, who are you, man? Anyway, ignore that comment. That comment not gonna get an answer. Gosh.
Is citizen address is block by block going to happen? Next question, can we get a list of the properties for the block by block program? The next question is when does the grant program start? Next question is my same question about citizens address reply on the website. Where do we find it? Next citizens address, Mayor Henyard, where are people being blocked from commenting on the village Facebook page? Next citizens address question, when are we going back to back to face-to-face meetings? I'm assuming that's what they were saying. Next citizens address question, Mayor, you are doing an amazing job. Next question, are the residents getting funds for repairs from the COVID relief funds? Next question is, why was my question removed? And that is all, Mayor.
Okay,
Next question was, why was my question removed?
With that, we'll end our citizens address. Is that to adjourn? Is that a second?
Second.
Call the roll, clerk.
Sure. Trustee Steve?
Aye.
Trustee Norwood?
Aye.
I'm sorry. Give me a second, guys. I like to be present when I'm calling roll.
Hmm.
Trustee Belcher?
Aye.
Trustee Holmes?
Aye.
Trustee Brown?
Aye.
Trustee House?
I wanted to be present with you, Clerk Key. Aye.
Meeting adjourned at 8:55 p.m.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Have a safe evening.
In adjourned. Okay, so what's all this extra space? Oh, just dead space. All right, we get to wrap this up. Right now I'm about to head to my crime network. And I'm about to sit down and watch day one of Karen Reed trial. Yeah, I'm about to go watch that. So of the first trial, of Karen Reed's first trial, I'm about to go to the Crime Network. I already set the live up. Man. Hold on, let me share it with y'all just in case y'all want to stop by. Just in case you want to stop by. Hold on. I'll share it with y'all just in case y'all want to stop by. Is that it, Courtney Peach? Is that it? Yo, where the hell is my chat box? My chat box disappeared. Oh, wrong account. Shit keeps signing me out of my fucking account. Oh, that's supposed to be Crimson. Whoops. All right, hold on. I couldn't even type in the chat. Thank you, Courtney Peach. Okay, so the link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. I'm about to go over there. I'm about to change the time then. What time is it? 8:32 I'm about to change it to 9 o'clock. I'm about to go right over there. I thought it would take me more time to finish this one. So being that we done right. We already done this. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that. That's where I'm be at for the rest of the night, y'all. So if you're looking for me, look for me over at the Crime Network. That's where I'm be for the rest of the night. That's where I'm be for the rest of the night, y'all. Hit the like button. Leave your comments in the comment section. Tell me how you like the live. Tell me what your thoughts is on the whole this entire thing that's going on. Let me know what y'all think about it. All right, we about to do the Karen Reed day one. That's what I'm about to do. Very interesting trial and got my attention. So I'm gonna set this up. I'm over here setting it up and all that. The live is already set. I gotta do some other stuff real quick. Making sure I do that. Shout out to the chat. Thank everybody for coming through. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you guys. And I will see you guys on the next episode. I will be doing this on the weekends as well. As long as you can expect these live streams on the weekend as well. All right, so don't be surprised if you see me over here on a Saturday or a Sunday or something like that. Okay. All right. I want to thank everybody for coming out, and I appreciate you guys. And I'll see you guys next time. Rabbits, I'm out the house. Oh, for the downfall of Tiffany Henyard. Shout out to the chat.